welcome back to the Aladdin playthrough. This time we're going to a much better version of the game made by, of all people, Capcom.
Okay, so I have a question about the collection. Did that just say console and version because they couldn't say
Yes.
SNES?
Yes.
That's simultaneously hilarious, but also kind of garbage. I guess it's just how
Yeah.
But then do they also say console S version for the Genesis version?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, to be fair, that's kind of weird though. Like, on the Castlevania and Contra collections, both on the Switch version and PC and console versions, it just goes like, yeah, this is on the NES and the SNES. So that's something I find.
It's mostly because the Castlevania system did not have multiple versions of the same game.
Right.
You can already see that this is already much different from the Genesis version. Shit.
Well, I mean,
Because we actually
that's a given, right? Like, it really was a thing of the time where even though a game would release on both the SNES and the Genesis, it was rare for the versions to be one-on-one the same.
Till that's Lion King.
Yeah, we don't talk about The Lion King.
Yeah, and also as you saw, this was made by Capcom. So we actually have a competent game dev behind this.
Yeah, it's good to know that your game is not developed by a bunch of virgins.
I have no idea why Disney chose to have Virgin make games, and yet they already had a good thing with Capcom in already making games.
Well, okay, so my running theory then is that they wanted to also have a game on the Genesis, so Genesis people don't feel left out. Because remind me, when did this game come out?
92, if I remember correctly.
All right, and was that when the Genesis? No, the Genesis launched first.
Yeah.
Also, this is such a weird experience. As I mentioned before, I played this game a couple of times in school, but never once did I actually hear the soundtrack for this game.
Yeah, you can very easily tell it's much different and it has the Capcom system. Yeah, the Capcom music system.
Oh, so it has a chip on the cartridge?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it sounds way more natural than just, hey, here's a Genesis rendition of song from the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
and
in
to be
this whole movie, in this whole game, there are only two renditions of songs from the movie: "Friend Like Me" and "New World" in a whole new world.
Right. Why isn't Jafar on the wheel?
Because, again, this was made by competent people.
But I want Jafar on the wheel. On the wheel.
But as you can see, the platforming is way more platforming. The jumping is way more precise. I will admit, I missed the sword. But honestly, with the system that they do for this, also this is, yeah, no. the system they do for this actually kind of is really neat and fits Aladdin. It fits the Aladdin style.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a game I might consider playing.
Yeah, honestly, like I said, the only reason why I'm partial to the Genesis version is because I grew up with it. This is the better of the two games.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Like this game already wins by a landslide if you ask me. But then I'm saying that when I'm the one who semi grew up with this version. So yeah, take our opinions with a massive grain of salt. To be fair, you're probably kind of doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So how many stages does this game have? Or does this version have the same amount of stages as the Genesis version?
Considering the fact that this is 2 episodes while Genesis was only 3, not really. It has longer stages because we're still in Agrabah, as you'd see, and it also has less. It's more act based. It's more of an act based game.
All right. Yeah.
But it does have less.
What I still remember is the. So far, what I remember, I got to the part where like in the caves, Abu touches something and the whole place gets lit. That's the farthest I've got in this version of the game. Oh, that's mean. That's fucking mean.
Yeah, you have to time. You have to know those there that those are there ahead of time. It's kind of really dickish.
Yeah.
Luckily the diamonds are more for lives.
Right. So
And for
so if you're less skilled at games, go for the gems. If you're not,
oh my god, Aladdin! Jasmine has a character sprite.
who's Jasmine? I didn't see a Jasmine in the previous game.
Yeah, she barely showed up, but it's like she has a character sprite in this game. Yeah, welcome to the first boss. Basically, a lot of the bosses are mostly just wait till you can jump on their heads, and then yeah.
Right.
There we go.
You barely got that.
I know, I did.
Well, we know what will happen next. Actually, I
That's
don't.
stage 1. That is the entirety of stage 1.
Right, and I see it keeps a tally of all the red gems you've collected.
Yeah, those are more for bonus type thing. They're not really necessary for 100%.
All right.
Considering how some of the later stages have them in really obnoxious spots.
Yeah, that's
including the bonus level.
I mean, isn't that a given for Capcom games to have at least some sort of that Capcom BS trademark?
This one, yeah, a little bit.
All right. I do remember when I was playing Mega Man X1, the some of the collectibles were kind of hidden in, I wouldn't say bullshit locations, but definitely locations where you're not going to stumble on them if you're not looking for them.
And so now we have the creepy peddler man that Jafar disguised himself as.
Wait, hold up. How did we get How did he go? How did we get imprisoned?
For kidnapping the princess.
We did.
And here, just like that, we immediately jump straight into the Cave of Wonders. No dungeon level.
Right, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Oh, down he goes. No, sure, just keep sitting there on those spikes. Whenever you're ready, Aladdin.
Yeah, Disney is Capcom has a really good track record. Well, actually, I shouldn't say good. It has a really decent track record with Disney games.
I mean, there's a reason why there's a collection of all the Capcom Disney games on the NES, which is not on
Not
Nintendo
on
console.
Nintendo consoles, yeah. It's. I really want to know who. I want to send that in that.
I may have asked this before, but when did the Afternoon Collection? When did it come out?
I can't think of it at the top of my head, to be honest.
Right.
I want to say 2015.
No, it's saying April 18th, 2017.
Oh, okay. 2017. Okay.
And it's currently $5 on Steam.
Interesting.
Huh. Well, that's even worse. Like, at that point, the Switch was already out, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hi, Carpet.
I mean, I don't know. Like, a part of me wants to say that in the beginning, it's because the Switch may not have had such a track record yet, or maybe they just didn't want to bother making a Switch version. Except, like, if you put Capcom on a job, I'm pretty sure that at this point they already put like the Mega Man games on a Switch.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm trying to remember, but what did Capcom bring out on the Switch at the beginning?
I believe they brought in both versions of Mega Man Collection at the beginning of getting into Switch's lifestyle. Because I believe I think the first one was actually done before the Switch came out.
Yeah, I believe it also came out on the 3DS, and people were complaining that it didn't come out on the Wii U, except that on Wii U you could already buy all the Mega Man games that were on the collection.
Yeah.
But then you could also buy them on the 3DS, so what the fuck, Capcom?
Can I just say I really hate the oh hey, here's a bottomless pit, but you can't lower the camera down enough to see when you can safely go down.
Yeah. I don't like that. But okay, so then let me ask you a different question. The decision to not bring out Afternoon Collection on the Switch, do you think it's a decision from Capcom or from Disney? Because I would not be surprised if it was just, ooh, that was bullshit. Because I would not.
No, that one was me. That one was me. I didn't hold on to the thing long enough.
Right. But I would not be surprised if at this point Disney was already like, yeah, we're gonna minimize our game output and we're gonna focus solely on making movies and such from this point on.
Yeah. So we'll never get the Mickey Mouse games added to on modern consoles.
Oh well.
Also, holy shit, this is one of the few games in which lives do respawn if you die.
Oh yeah. Pretty neat. But it can also be cheesed.
Yeah. Yeah, which honestly I vastly prefer that over Lives Are Gone period.
Yeah. I don't like it when they require you to, like, ride a slow-moving platform.
I don't mind it, but it also depends on how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Like again, if I'm having to be up above, um, if I have to jump to a platform and I can't see where the moving platform is, that's bad. That's obnoxious. But if I can, I don't mind
By the
it.
way, as I've said before, this is the password that I remember. So like, just give me a moment while I'm having a mental moment. Holy fuck! This was my childhood. This was the part where everything from here is the part that I couldn't beat as a child. So let's see what I missed out on.
You missed out on an auto scroll.
Yeah, I wonder why I couldn't beat this. Oh, I remember. It's because auto scrolls are fucking stupid, and nobody likes them. Like, I'm telling you, it's so counterintuitive for what we're doing. Like, we're supposed to be escaping this, right? Okay, so then why are we limited by the speed of which the game scrolls? Like, if I'm too slow for the game, okay, fine. But now you're telling me I'm too fast for the game? Like, if I need to get the fuck out of here, let me get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm granted. I'm not sure which version of this particular stage I like more, cause it's like for this one it's too slow, but the platforming is actually decent.
Yeah.
But while in the Genesis, it's the platforming is a pain in the ass, but it's at a decent speed.
Also, I don't know why, but I don't know why, but for whatever reason,
I forgot.
for whatever reason, the speed of the music makes me think that you sped it up.
No. Also, I completely forgot that it's just like I was so surprised and out of and just confused that I got that one gem. I just walked right off the ledge.
Yeah.
That was stupid of me.
Yeah, that seems like a stupid thing
I
to
also
like.
hate that type of thing. It's like that's way too close to the death pin.
Yeah.
I hate
Like,
that.
if there was local co-op, that would definitely be a hey, you sacrifice yourself kind of moment.
Yeah.
Saved by the knockback.
That's the second time.
Yeah. Was that a thing that Capcom was known for? The atrocious knockback?
A little bit.
Alright.
Konami was worse.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no shit. I played Castlevania. I know the pain. Part of me does find hilarious how a lot of for a lot of speedruns, they use knockback to their advantage.
Yeah.
Also, what is this? Are we teaching our kids to gamble?
Yeah, you have 3 spots to gain continues in the bonus. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Welcome to a lot more tamer version of the carpet ride.
Yeah, this feels slower than the Genesis version.
Yeah,
Which I don't mind, by the way. Like, Genesis Aladdin needed to pump the brakes.
Yeah, and yes, touching any parts of the walls does kill you.
Yeah, I kind of
So
suspected
yeah,
that.
it's kind of very easy to die in these. Like, but yeah, it's honestly funner than what you had for
I also just realized they put a space between pass and word, so it's not password, it's password. I thought it was supposed to be one word.
It can be.
Right.
I always forget that Aladdin there was something written on the lamp.
So is Genie that big in the original in the movie too?
He goes that big. He goes that big. Genie's kind of roughly the same size as Aladdin, but he doesn't have feet. He's a little bit taller.
All right.
And welcome to Capcom's rendition of Inside the Lamp.
Well, this. Okay, you know what? In hindsight, I think. Okay, I guess this is the part where I got stuck as a kid, because I do remember this. It could also be that I remember a classmate doing this.
It's yeah, either one of those two.
I mean, to be fair,
I kind of like. Go ahead.
I do like the aesthetic of this place.
Yeah, it's a lot. It looks a lot more nicer than in this version than than in Genesis.
Anyway, if you were playing this on the Wii U, that's what Play 5 would be doing.
What?
In New Super Mario Bros. U, you could use the gamepad for a fifth player to.
What Genie does.
Yeah,
What Genie
yeah.
does. Okay.
I don't think this game ever came out on the Virtual Console on Wii U. Which I would say is a missed opportunity, but then I realized that Disney probably didn't prioritize it at the time.
Yeah.
Like, when did Disney really start caring about their backlog?
I have no idea.
Because like the Afternoon Collection and the Aladdin Jungle Book Lion King version, that's
Disney. Yeah, Disney classics. Disney classics.
because that was the only time they ever re-released their old stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
There are some games that really do need to be brought back, in my honest opinion.
Like?
A lot of the Disney Renaissance games.
What?
I mean, I'm not including these three. I mean, like the ones released for the Super Nintendo. I'm not Super Nintendo. The PlayStation.
Oh yeah, like
Those definitely need to be brought in.
stuff like Bugs Life, Tarzan.
Yeah, Bugs Life, Tarzan, Hercules, Toy Story 2.
Well, okay, Toy Story 2. They did sort of bring that back. You can buy it on PlayStation 4 and 5.
Yeah, which is really good.
Which is really good, but I would really appreciate it if they would also, allow people from alternative platforms to buy it.
Yeah,
like
no, you're not wrong.
Like, it's a step in the right direction, but we're not there yet.
Basically do a little bit better. They need to do a little bit better of a better job.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a damn shame considering that it already seems like, they stopped bringing it. Do they even bring out new stuff for the PlayStation collection thing?
How so?
Well, just what I'm saying. Like, are they coming out with new old PlayStation titles, or have they pretty much already given up on it?
Are you talking Sony or are you talking Disney?
Sony.
Well, they have been doing very slowly been doing PS1 and PSP games.
The drip feeding strategy.
Yeah, the drip feeding strategy. Because I mean, hell, this month, I think by the time these episodes go up, they might be out. They're adding the PSP remakes of both Ape Escape and Medieval.
Okay, that's pretty good. But hang on, you could already play the Medieval remake, which contained the original Medieval.
PSP had one called Resurrection, which is okay, but honestly, I would much rather play the PS4 remake.
Yeah.
Than
I mean, to be fair, to give them credit, at least they brought it over. They weren't afraid for people to be like, oh, this game is garbage. Why would anybody play it? No, they put it on there, even though there are alternative versions to play.
Yeah, no, that is incredibly true. I really do wish that they would add more games. Like, I would love to have the original versions of the Spyro trilogy put up onto it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There are plenty of games that really need to be brought up. Like, they need. I want them to try and do another PS2 game, and see if they've updated PS4 enough so that basically PS2 games can play on it. I'm not. And no, not anyone that were on the PS4, because that could have been also the issue.
Well, I'm just gonna, like, I know that I said this before, and this is definitely one of those cases of easier said than done. But, like, look, you already made, like, an emulation slash translation layer for PS1, PS2 games. Why not just, allow me to put in any PS1 or PS2 game I have on disc and allow me to play that?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Sony.
Oh wait, that's right. Because if they were to do that, they would be making less money of the games they're not even selling.
Oh god.
And that's why the PlayStation 3 is the best PlayStation, if you buy the right version.